Good morning. Welcome to the class today. Happy Monday to you. I hope you had a nice weekend. Just so you know, if you did the live stream yesterday, if you're planning on doing it, or the replay, it's in two parts because the camera stuffed up and it may happen again today. So if that's the case, it says the connection's unstable. I'm hoping not because it's a Monday, maybe less people are online. But anyway, let's spread our toes and have our ankles, knees and hips on top of one another. Shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to focus on our back today and then get into some front core. So hands onto your lower belly, breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose. When you breathe out, your stomach's moving in. Hands a bit higher, breath in and sighing out. Go for one more, please, in through the nose. As you breathe out, your arms come down. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhaling, take your arms to the side. Arms come forward, inhale. And sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. And then exhale, take your arms down in front. Come up onto the balls of the feet, lifting up as you inhale, arms lift. Exhale to the side. So we'll start with back, standing up, then we'll get into some back on our knees, then we'll be on back all fours, and then back on our tummy. So lots of back, different variations. Inhale, lift up. Bend the knees, arms come down, your heels are off the mat. Inhale, lifting up. I know my pants are loose and long, so you can't see my heels, but they're lifted. Inhale, arms come forward, sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up, and then come down a little bit more into those legs. We've been studying a lot, Alba and I, this morning, so she's ready for a break, so she'll probably come and join us in a minute. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. Come down a little bit more. And we'll just do it one more time, please. We'll do balance work as well after we do the standing back exercises. Inhale forward, exhale to the side, inhale arms lift up, come down that fraction more. Excellent, so lift up, lower our heels down and we'll take our legs out as wide as your wingspan. So your wingspan, when your arms are out, your legs are about that width. And then tip forward. We're going to take our arms and inhale, come forward. And then exhale, take them to the side. Inhale, come forward. You're trying to keep your back nice and straight. Exhale to the side. Shout out to my friend Christine over in Auckland. We had a nice chat yesterday. They're in a good situation over there. Probably around the same as us in terms of vaccine, but they're really good in terms of control of the virus. Two more. We were meant to see each other in January, but obviously that's been cancelled now. Two more. Who out there needs something to look forward to? That's why I usually plan trips so far in advance, because it's always something good to look forward to. Count down. Hold it here. Let's bring our arms onto our thigh. Come on up and just push our lower back forward just to give it a little bit of a release. And then we're going to take our arms back to the side and tip forward again. And what we're going to do is we're going to twist. And then come back to the center. And then twist the other way. Not so much a twist as a bit of a hover over to one side. And then back to the center. And then hover to the other side. One more each way here. And then bring ourselves up and push into that lower back, just because it's another bit of a release. So this time we're going to give our arms a little bit of a change. I might have to take my socks off. They're getting a bit slippery. Come on down. We're going to bring our arms to our ear. Now this time this is a twist. Right? So twisting. So one elbow comes up, the other comes center, and then twist the other way. One more each side. And then bring ourselves back up. Again, just have a press. I'm going to take my socks off because I do feel it's getting a little bit too slippery. I've got one, so I might you would say in Spanish is a friolenta, which means you just can't handle the cold. So that's why I generally have my socks on unless it's going to be too slippery. Hands here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use our left hand and push towards our right twist. Same side, same thing. The other side stays still. The arm, that is. Two more. Other side, let's go. Four more. We spent a lot of time out over the weekend, taking the girls into the club, well, me more than Ramiro. As you know, he's had his surgery, so he's still just in-house mainly. Come on up. But he's going out today to get his coronavirus jab, which is nice. The more of us that get it done, the better, hey? Try and get back to some sense of normality. Is that a word? Normality? So we're going to inhale straight and then squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale straight and squeeze. Keep this coming a little bit longer. You can feel that strain in that back. Keep the belly taut so you support it. Just two more. And let's come on up. Oh, arms come down, and I'll get you to bring your feet a little bit closer. They're a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. Just push forward again, a bit of a release. Can't really call this a camel pose because we're standing up. Now we're going to have our arms come to the side again and tip forward once more. So this is going to give you greater length through the back of the legs, and if you can tip forward, you'll feel that stretch through the back of the legs. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale, arms come straight. Exhale, come back. We're not going to repeat everything that we just did with the wide, like here with the narrow, but some of the exercises we will. Keep this coming. Inhale straight. Exhale and side. Last two. And come on up, push down to the hips. And then come back up again, arms back to the side. And in fact, we're going to bend them in. Let's twist from the waist. Much more intense having the legs in narrow. ¿Qué vas a hacer? No vas a hacer clase. One more. And come back up. Segundo. En el segundo, no en el primer campo. No quiero que tú dejes nada de basura arriba. Just one more exercise here before we get into some balance. So again, we're going to tip. Elbows back, inhale, come straight, exhale and squeeze. So yesterday, I don't know why, at about the 20-odd minute mark, it just said my connection's unstable and it went black, the screen. So that's why I have to do a second live stream. It was sort of continuous, so people are just doing one and not the other. It's not going to be as effective. So hopefully people are smart enough to know. I did mention it in the video, so hopefully. Two more. Feel that back working. Yeah. Come on up. We'll loosen it out through these balances now. So we're going to cross our right foot over the thigh of the left leg, push the knee down, and then the arms come into a bit of a V out in front. That should feel like a lovely releasing through that hip and then therefore in through the butt and the back. Two more here. Bring the arms down, release the foot. Bend into the other side, crossing the leg over. And then the arms come out in front. Last two. We're going to come up, and this will also release in through the back a little bit, our eagle. So sink into the legs, wrapping the right over, and the left arm comes under. Wrap, row, push the fingers away. Two more here. Let's make the eagle fly. So bring your arms up, bring the knee up, tip yourself forward, leg goes back, arms come forward. Supporting leg, if you can manage it, keep it straight. Just two more breaths. Oopsie. And come on in. Sink on in again. Left leg up on over. Right arm. Ooh, that comes under. Grow from those arms. Push the fingers away. Inhale, lift it up. Arm, knee, extend all the way out. Last two breaths. Very strong. Bring it in. We'll just do our tree pose, and then we'll move forward. I'll move forward and we'll come onto our knees to continue with some more back. So place the palms together, third eye, or lift. And don't worry, we have time to do our abs too. No rush now, we don't need to see the end of a marathon or anything. No more Olympics for a while. Paralympics started in a few weeks, I think. Maybe 2 weeks or so. Yeah. My goes up if you can manage it, but we'll repeat this at the end so you can try that if you can't do it now. Bring the arms down, release the foot. I hung my jumper and my other socks up there because I didn't think they'd be in the view, but there they are. Apologies. Usually my camera's not that far over, seeing that far. I'm getting more view of my house. I'll take you on a tour one day. No, not really. You've never seen me upstairs, that's for sure. I've live streamed from this level and the other level, but upstairs, I don't think the connection would be very stable there at all. Perfect. So let's come on to our knees. I'll just move these up a little bit. So get onto the knees to continue with some more back. I'm going to go too low because I'll cut my head off. It's cut off. Doesn't matter though because I'm going to be tipping forward. I'm going side on because you're going to be tipping. I want you to see. I'm tipping from my hips and my feet are automatically going to come up, and I'm going to stick the socks on because, like I said, I'm a fria lender. No me gusta el frío. I hate the cold. But it's been better than mornings lately, hasn't it? Not as cold as it was a month or so ago. So your knees are wider than your hips. Your arms are coming up. We're going to inhale, bring them up on an angle, and then exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. This one, between each one, we'll be able to do a camel a little bit more easily because we're on our knees now, but we'll work into it. Last two. So bring the arms down, come up straight, and then just push into your back, pushing forward, letting yourself just look back. It's a lovely release. Come back up. So that wasn't the full camel, that was just a modified camel. Tipping forward again. Again, your arms are bent, but what you're going to do is just twist to one side, inhale to come center, and then twist the other side. Moving with the breath. So yeah, the Olympics were fantastic for geography study for Alba. We've got the map there, which you've probably seen. So every time there's a country she doesn't know, she goes and looks up the map. One more each way. That's good. And bring ourselves up. Again, pushing back. And this time if you want to go further, you can bring your feet, hands down towards the feet, into your camel. And come back up again. Bending. We did something similar when we were standing. So we're going to just push. Same side. Let's go. Try not to move too much. This is about your waist and your back. Two more. Change sides. Go for it. And let's come back up. Another stretch. You can stay up high or you can come down a bit lower. We'll just do one more exercise up there. And it will work the triceps as well, which we might work a bit tomorrow or the next day, I'm not sure. So we've got our feet lifted, we've got our arms up, and we're going to lift them up. Keep the elbows in tight. A few more. And let's bring our fingers, lace them together, keep ourselves leaning forward and just lift up. A lovely stretch there. And then just release the arms onto all fours. So we're going to continue on with some back exercises here. It's very loose top, just so you know. So I'm going to take one leg away, it doesn't matter which leg. I might just angle myself a bit so you get the whole frame. And then the opposite arm. Take a breath in and move them to diagonals. Inhale to straight, exhale to diagonal. Beautiful time of year for flowers at the moment. Not as beautiful as spring, but I've got some lovely lilies growing in the garden. The passion fruit bush has completely taken over. I'm not a big fan. I like that it's green, but it's really messy the way that it's growing. My husband put up spikes to let it grow up, but it's not growing nicely, I don't think. We've used all our lemons for this year. We had a lot. Because we're so sick, lots of hot water, lemon and honey. Used them all. They were fantastic. They've got lots of pips, but they're so juicy. One more. And lower it down. And then we're coming to the other side. Take it to the side. That's the way. Now we are going to do all of our on hands and knees ones first. We've done our standing up back. We've done on our knee back. We'll do all of these. And then I have to lower the screen just a bit. So we'll do the ones on our tummy and then get into our belly. So it's not often we do a full back first and then get into the belly, but why not mix it up, hey? One more and then you're going to get a lovely stretch for our back. Lower the arm and leg, toes together, knees apart. It's our child's pose. Ooh. So you should feel that strain, that release of tension now. Back up onto all fours. So we're going to again take one leg, opposite arm, and then just lifting and lowering. Go for 4 more here. And come on down. Wonderful. Other side. Straight, long, lean, lift. After this class, we're going to go for a bike ride. Just the 3 girls while Manira goes and gets some stats in. Actually, my bike's out of action, so Alba and Anna will be riding. It's just too nice to not go out. Last lockdown, like I said, we were sick, but it also was raining a lot. At least this time I can get out. Come on down, toes together, knees apart. Oh, sink on back, relax it there. We just got one more exercise up on all fours, so if your wrists are like, it's too much, this is it, I promise. We're going to roll over onto our back once we finish the next sort of back exercises. So we'll do planks at the end. I think we did that again yesterday too. We did planks. Oh no, that was the day before. So I'll go with the leg that I started with. Diagonal and diagonal. Lift them. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be an extended lockdown again. So I'll be here and we'll do plank sessions. We'll do different things. Don't want you to get bored. I don't want to get bored either. And bring it straight, lower it down. That's why this morning when I got up, I'm thinking about where could I possibly plan a trip that's not going to be cancelled. But I get bored, as we all do, stuck here. I think I've mentioned there's this lady that I see on my walks. And she's into her 80s now. She's fast, she's very strong, very fit lady. 2, 3 more. And she has I think she has a fear of people, even before coronavirus. Because she would always go around people instead of having to pass them on the walking, bike track or the footpath or whatever. Let's flip over to him. And so, she just doesn't like being around people. So she's never been in a plane. Feet together, toes pointed up, chin tucks into the chest. So she's never left Melbourne. Breath in and come on up. And she said she was born and bred like a Warren diet, and now she's downsized here to Templestowe. I couldn't imagine that. Her routine is to walk from her house to shopping town, have a coffee, walk home. Every day. Anyway, she's happy enough. 2 more. Come on up as you exhale, halfway back. And then we rise again. So you're not going as far back. My legs, for some reason, are really weird today. They're shaking a lot. I haven't even done any cardio. It's like they've done a big, session. Very, very strange. I won't do much holding them in the air because you'll see them going like that, shaking. They're shaking now and they're down. So strange. Can you see it? No, probably not because I've got black pants on. Hold it up and then centimetre back. They're just going ballistic. Very weird sensation. I would understand if I've done something to warrant it. I've done nothing. I made pancakes for the girls this morning, studied. That's it. Hold this up, bring the arms forward, shoulders stay relaxed. We're going to peel ourselves up. If you need to, elbow down, straight leg version, just try and keep those feet down. Oh, gosh, didn't want to get there. Sit tall at the top, shoulders relaxed, move your way down. Let's think of our marathon runners, but we're going to do a sprint. Let's go. Run, 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 run. Try and shake these legs out, loosen them up. Make them shoot into line. Shoulders relax. And stop. Bring your arms forward, and then we're just going to take our way down. Very, very slowly. Hey, nice work. Let's take ourselves into a nice stretch. I'm going to test my legs now because we're going to bring them up to do some lower belly. Hopefully they cooperate. Flexed foot. Inhale, open the legs a little bit. Then from your hip, you lower down and touch down. Inhale, bring them up, and then bring the legs together. Inhale, open. Now you see my knees are not going to come in too close to my body. They stop at the 90-degree angle at the hip or even greater. Maybe I need to eat something. Could it be that? It's very bizarre. I've never had this happen. It's like moving into my hips. The whole thing's shaking. I feel fine. Call triple O if I have a fit, all right? Because it feels like something's going to happen. This is just so bizarre. I'm on these new meds for my bowel disease. Maybe it's that. But I've been on them now for a while and I've had no problems. So I don't know what this is. Anyway, I'm telling you all my problems here. My body's feeling very, very strange. One more. And lower those heels back down. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our legs to one side. And you're going to be holding on with the underarm, which is the arm the way the legs are going. So we've done this, I think, just a few days ago. We're going to lift up, exhale. Inhale, lower. We start easy, it gets more challenging. Three more. I know she's been so silent. That was the first I heard her. I don't know if you heard her voice. Anna, I'm talking about. She's usually very noisy. Pull the top leg in as you crunch up. And then take that leg away. Let's go for 4 more. Last 2, and then if you can, we're going to bring the bottom leg in as well. So that's just doing the same thing. They move together. Four more. This is upper and lower belly together. And lower the legs down, take them over to the other side, and then we're just crunching up. So this is the top leg straight. Moving with the exhalation, 2 more. Now bring that top leg in as you crunch. Extend it away. We've got 4 more here. Then we're going to do both legs. Let's do it if you can. Otherwise, just stick with the one leg at a time. Super strong. You can feel that having to work. And bring it down. Hey, good job. So I'm going to get into some more upper and lower belly at the same time, and this will work the waist as well. So you've got your legs lifted, holding on behind your head. We're going to just twist and then bring it in, and then switch sides. When you bring the leg in, try not to let the legs touch each other. So keeping them separated. And then to make it harder again, try not to let the legs come back in too close. Both legs stay still, arms and head and shoulders just relax. Our legs are still separated. Now they're going to come down on an angle. And what's going to happen is you're just going to extend gently and slowly both legs to the straight. So breath in and straighten. Inhale, lower. Try and keep that angle and then extend, straighten. So they're not going up into the vertical. That will make it easier. This is keeping it harder. And the separation means you're going to be working that V area. But as you exhale, feel the tummy move down. You've got 4 more only, then I'll give you a little break. And bring those legs in. Have a bit of a shake in and out or loosening it out. And let's bring those legs back down. So we're going to do another round of the basic abdominal strengtheners. Can you see my arms moving? Even them down, they're moving these legs. Very strange. I'll eat something as soon as I finish today. And see. Holding on behind the head. Bring the legs down. Take a breath in and rise to sticking point. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. I don't really follow a diet per se. I eat very healthy and I'll have junk on the weekends. But I do stop eating quite early in the day. And I start eating, later. I can't say I follow that, whatever it's 16, 8 or whatever it is. I just, I stop eating early and I start eating later. So maybe that's it. Maybe I've just stopped eating too early yesterday. Who knows? I made these chocolate chip cookies on the weekend. Very easy recipe. There's this show called On the Veg. It's these 2 guys that just cook vegan. Anyway, I followed their recipe pretty much. But I didn't use a recipe. I just used from my head what I remembered them cooking, come up and then come halfway back. And they didn't put very much, I didn't put enough flour, I think, in my mix. So as soon as I put them in the oven, they just spread completely. And I was like, oh no. Anyway, so they didn't really stick to each other that well. Taste was good. But yeah, there was definitely a bit of fat going on the weekend. Fat consumption. Along with the healthy. 2 more. But the chocolate I use, come up and then just a centimetre back, it's 85% chocolate, cocoa, whatever it's called. 85%. And I thought, the girls won't really like it that much. Alba wasn't a huge fan, but my little one, Anna, she loves the chocolate. Doesn't matter what percentage. She'll go for the chocolate. I even let them try a bit raw before I put it into the mix. She didn't mind. Bitter, not much sugar. So just in those small ones. A few more here. Burn. We do have planks to come, so don't go away before then. Come forward, arms up, and then let's slowly peel. We're of course going to do our balancing at the end. So sitting tall, shoulders relaxed, come back halfway. Wait to see if I can get my legs to shake so you can see them. I'm going to bring our legs up. No, they're not doing it much in this position. Okay, so it's just one lying down. Okay. So what we're going to do is separate the legs, bring the arms in, or they can be by your waist, and then extend them up. Shoulders relaxed, back straight. Too good. Bring the legs together, lower the feet down, arms come forward, and then super slow come back. And we'll get into just one more lot of exercises for your lower belly here. And you're going to see the shape now. I'm telling you, this is just so bizarre what's going on. So the legs are straight up. We're going to take them open, flex your feet, and then just lower them down a fraction. You can't see it. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do some, I'll lower it down so you can still see the legs, small outward pulses. So the legs go out, but they don't come to touching. I'll just go on the angle so you can see. Keep this coming. 8, 7, 6, 5, we've got 4 more. And bring it in, good work, bend the knees, bring the legs in to roll yourselves. We're going to flip ourselves over and get into some plank work. Fix the hair, of course. So we're going to be on our toes if you can manage it, otherwise you're down on your knees. Legs are straight, glue them together. I don't think I'm going to do any leg movement because I don't think my body can handle it right now. So just stay nice and still. We'll do our full long sequence and we'll get our waist working as well. 2 more breaths here. So we'll bring one leg in, stack the legs, and then drive your hips up. Shoulders, draw them away from the ears so you're elongating the neck. Hips staying lifted. One more deep breaths here. Feels good, doesn't it? Planks are one of my favourite exercises. They're just so effective. Come back to centre. We know they're good for us. They're hard, as they should be. We don't want to do something that's too easy. We want to push ourselves. You get better at planks. There's no doubt about it. That they're very challenging. Doesn't matter how good you are, because you're still going to pull the stomach in and work them well. So we're going to do the other side. So bring the other arm in, and stack the feet, and drive the hips up. Two more breaths here. We're going to come back to centre before lowering to the elbows. So just gently bring yourself back to centre. Hands underneath the shoulders, zipping the legs up, shoulders away from the ears. Someone's dropped off. Didn't like planks, huh? If you're doing the replay, you don't stop, all right? Keep it going. We did lots of back. We did over 20 minutes of back at the start. We're doing about 20 or so minutes of the belly. Oh, you came back, all right? I thought you might have disappeared because of the planks. So lower to your elbows. I'm proud of you. Don't go. Palms together. Shoulders away from the ears. Zip those legs up. Weight in the heels. Last 2 breaths. Now we're going to our side again. So we're going to bring one elbow in, stacking the legs, which is much easier to do when you're down on the elbow because you've got your whole forearm supporting you. So you should be able to do it. Drive those hips up though. From crying to laughing. She's having a ball now. Back to the centre, please. Work it strong, palms pressing together. Legs are zipped. Dila Ana para alistarse para ir montar la bicicleta. Entonces tiene que poner más ropa. Vamos a salir en 10 minutos. 2 more breaths here. And we're going to go the other way. So let's do it. Getting closer to the end of these planks and therefore the end of today's session before we stand up. Let's drive those hips up high. Okay, to the center. Let's finish it off nice and strong. This is it in terms of our plank work and our mat work. Palms pressed, 4 more breaths. You are done. Come on up to standing. Take your time so you don't feel dizzy. I'll just move the screen back up. So great work, everyone. We started and did a whole heap of back. We finished with a whole heap of front. Sides got a bit of attention too. So let's just do a balance for the sides via our star. You don't have to have your foot up. You can have the toe touching down. Keep that arms nice and narrow. I'm going to turn the screen so you can see the lilies. There's 2, but there's 3 more coming. They're really pretty. I don't know if you'll be able to see those. And then just change over to the other side, lifting up. Bring the legs together, bringing your arms down. We'll do our dancer's pose because it's one of my favorites. Holding onto the inside part of the right foot. And left arm lifts, tip on through. Use your back arm to lift your foot, pushing your foot into the hand. Let's switch. Come through. Last 2 breaths. And come on up. We're going to take our left arm out. Our right knee goes out. And then your foot. Come on to the other side. I don't know if you notice the difference. When I do a yoga session, my leg goes up high. Pilates, because we're not stretching and lengthening, we're more toning and strengthening. Not as high. So that's why both are very beneficial, actually. So if you're not a yoga person like I wasn't, try it. Get into it. It's actually really beneficial. And come on in. Tree pose. Right foot along the side of the left leg. We're not shaking anymore, which is good. Place your palms together. Third eye. Or we lift. Eye gaze if you can. Take it on up. You should feel that you can look up quite easily now compared to the start. And that's just because we've worked our core so strongly that all those muscles are really centering you. Let's switch. Other side. Shout out to you if you're out there, Scooby-Loo. I think it is. I think you're out there. Hope you're having an okay time. pushing the knee out. And then just gently bring the arms down. Release the foot. We'll do some shoulder rolls, just shaking as you're doing shoulder rolls, loosening it out. And I'm going to show you these lovely lilies if you can see them, if it will work. If I can actually turn the screen around properly. Do you see them? And there's 3 more coming. Anyway, that's all for me today. Thanks for joining me, and I will definitely be here tomorrow morning. Take care. Have a lovely day.